Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grizzly Den. My name is Vince Byrne, and I'll be bringing you all the action today, alongside my partner.
I'm Carson Shea, and Vince, I'm so excited here for this matchup between the Grizzlies and the Wolverines.
I am too. Got the Elite Eight here tonight. Round two, the winner of this game will move on to the Final Four.
We're looking forward to this game here tonight in the Grizzly Den, a big matchup, two teams in the top five in the Colorado 5A playoffs. Vince, I know that I'm excited. Are you excited for this matchup?
I cannot wait. This is going to be one of the biggest games of the year. Two top five matchups. Thunder Ridge coming in at number 4, Chaparral at number 5.
They're listing off right now the starting lineups for the Grizzlies.
Starters for the Grizzlies: Jason Simmental, J.J. Williams, Jackson Brennan, Nolan Merrill.
Let's jump right into this Elite Eight matchup. The winner will take a trip to the Final Four.
Starters for Chaparral coming out on the court. We got number 20, Luke Williams, number 22, Caleb Beasley, 23, Joel Speckman, leading scorer for the Wolverines, number 10, Braden Boley, and number 1, Connor Heil.
Chaparral in red, Thunder Ridge in white. Let's get this game started up in the Grizzly Den.
Looks like Joel Speckman will be taking the tip-off for the Wolverines. Nolan Merrill taking it for the Grizzlies.
Vince, I'm so excited right now. Here we go.
Tip goes up and grabbed by Simmental. Grizzlies will start with the ball. Simmental being closely guarded by Luke Williams. Gets a pass over to Brennan. Up top to Williams. Over to Simmental. To Joey Bolello. He takes a dribble. Turns. Shoots. And it rolls in. Grizzlies score first.
Good bounce for Joey Bolello.
Makes it 2-0 here, 7:35 in the first quarter. Heil has it up top, passes it over to Williams. He drives in, and he lays it in, and the Wolverines answer right back. And it's a tie ball game. Simmental takes it up the court, dribbles around, passes it over to Williams. Into Merrill. Merrill dribbles, trying to drive in, gets it out to Brennan. Wide open three, no good. Ball is bouncing around and picked up by number 23, Joel Speckman. He hands it over to Braden Boley. Back over to Williams. He hands it off to Heil. Heil has it, passes it back to Williams. Over to Speckman, across the court to Boley. Boley driving in. Over to Heil. Heil has it up top, bounce pass over into the corner. That's a three from Speckman. No good. Rebounded by Nolan Merrill.
Good bounce there for the Grizzlies, able to take over.
Simmental drives in, passes it out to Brennan. Up top to Merrill. Loses control of the ball, and Speckman comes up with it for the Wolverines. Hands it over to Williams. Back out to Speckman. Fakes a three, and it's stolen by Nolan Merrill. Picked up by Bolello. Pass down to Merrill. Draws the foul. Going up for the layup.
Nolan Merrill's going to go to the line now. Hard fall, though. Caleb Beasley went hard to the ground after fouling Nolan. Hopefully he's okay, and it looks like he is.
He's up and gets up. So that's good to see. First foul of the night. 6:20 left in the first quarter. First shot is up and bounces out.
One thing I like to acknowledge there, Merrill fumbled the ball on the possession before, but then he is the one that got that steal, so he made up for it.
Exactly. He came back for his team. That shot rolls out, and Speckman with the rebound passes it over to Williams. Williams trying to get a screen, drives in, passes it out, and out of bounds. Turnover, Grizzlies with the ball.
Free throw shooting is going to be key tonight, as it has been all year long, especially in the playoffs when games are close. Both teams are going to want to make the free throws.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen in the past, free throws can decide the outcome of games. As Brennan has it on the side, he gets it up top to Bolello. Pass to Merrill. Merrill gets it down to low to Brennan. Brennan driving in. Shot is good, lays it in.
Brennan picking up where it left off in the Sweet 16. He dropped 29 points against Douglas County. Let's see what he can do tonight.
4-2 here. Hiles has it on the near side, passes it up top to Beasley. Jump ball called. Looks like the possession arrow will go to the Grizzlies. So, excuse me, the possession arrow is in favor of Chaparral, so they will get the ball. Hiles looking to inbound it. Can't find an open man. Finally gets it up top to Beasley. Passes it over to Boley, who hands it off to Speckman, who gets called for a travel, and the Grizzlies get the ball.
Here we go, Grizzlies ball now. Grizzlies trying to extend this lead. They want to get off to a good start.
Simmental hands it off to Bilello, over to Brennan in the corner. Up top to Williams, to Bilello. And a foul. That's a push on Chaparral, I believe. That's on number 10, Braden Boley. So second foul for the Wolverines, and Thunderidge will get to inbound it. Garrett Arnold subs in for the Grizzlies.
The crowd loves it here as Garrett Arnold subs into the game. One of the leaders on this team.
Simmental has it, driving in. Out to Merrill, over to Brennan, up top to Arnold. Simmental has it now. And it is stolen by Williams. He's got a fast break. And he lays it in and ties the game. With 5 minutes left in the first quarter, it's 4-4. So a steal from Williams makes it a tie game. Garrett Arnold hands it over to Bilello. Jump shot, that was Simmental. Rebounded by Boley. Passes it over to Williams. Back up top to Boley. Pass down low to Speckman. Oh, and it is tipped and stolen.
Right out of the hands. Joey Bilello just knocked it straight out.
Oh, but then it's stolen again. Now Williams has it. Hands it over to and gets it back up top to Beasley. Passes it over to Boley in the corner. Now Heil has it, driving in. And a foul called. It's a push on Garrett Arnold. First foul on the Grizzlies. Zach Keller comes in for the Grizzlies, as does Keegan Ruth for the Wolverines. And number 13, Jake Morris for Chaparral as well. Ruth has it, hands it off to Boley, up to Morris, over to Williams, back to Morris in the corner. Morris up top to Williams. Williams spins, drives, out to Speckley. And Speckman drills a three-pointer. So that makes it a 7-4 game. Chaparral takes the lead. Simmental has it, gets it over to Arnold. Arnold driving in. Up top to Bilello for three. No good, bounces out. Keller with the rebound.
Good rebound by Keller.
And he gets it into Bilello, bounces out. Jump ball.
Good fighting though. Zach Keller got the save and then went up for that rebound as well, forcing the jump ball. The possession arrow is going to stay in favor of the Grizzlies.
A great effort there by Keller. And with that, we have an administrative timeout here with 3:27 left in the first quarter. Carson, what do you make of this first quarter so far?
It looks to be kind of slow paced right now, Vince. Both teams have been back and forth. A lot of turnovers have been made. I don't know if it's great defense or bad ball security, but either way, low scoring, back and forth the whole way. So I think it's a good game, though, by both teams so far. It's just I'm hoping to see some higher scoring. Yeah,
definitely. Very low scoring game here so far. I think it's part of both of those things you mentioned, poor ball security and great defense. I mean, these are two top 5 teams. It's going to be a great defensive matchups, but we've also seen a couple mistakes there, a couple steals, people losing control of the dribble and turning the ball over. And we're going to come out here to finish these final minutes in the first quarter. Thunderidge with the ball after the jump ball called. Arnold inbounds it to Keller. Hands it back off to Arnold. Out to Bilello, up top Brennan. Brennan drives in, out to Simmental.
Great defense right here.
Bilello, Arnold. Arnold drives in, jump shot, no good. Williams with the rebound for Chaparral. Passes it up to Ruth. Ruth. And gets a foul called. That's on Garrett Arnold.
That was great defense here by the Wolverines. The Grizzlies looked like they had a couple open looks, but
they just weren't
the
able
Wolverines were able to close in faster than they thought they would.
Yeah, definitely. Just weren't able to get the shots they wanted. Boley has it, dribbles, passes it over to Ruth. Back to Boley. And there's another foul. That one is also going to be on Thunder Ridge, I believe. Thomas Wakowiak subbing into the game for Thunder Ridge. Morris has it, passes it over to Boley. Across the court to Williams. Takes a couple dribbles. Back over to Boley. Boley driving in. Out to Speckman.
Oh my goodness! Just taken away by Wakowiak.
Oh, and he passed it over to Zach Keller down low. Bilello, pump fake, across the court to Wakowiak. Drives in, up to Keller. Keller driving through, and he draws the foul.
That was sweet. Wakowiak just went up and took that from him.
Took the ball right out of the hands of the 6'8" Joel Speckman.
I don't even know if that'd be considered a block or a steal. He just ripped it right out of his hands.
Yeah, it was very impressive. And now Zach Keller's got a chance to score some points for the Grizzlies. And a perfect swish on the first free throw. 2:30 left in the first quarter. Score is 7-5, Chaparral leads. Keller takes a couple dribbles, spins the ball in his hand, shot is up, and another perfect swish.
Splash.
It's a 1-point game, 7-6, Wolverines with the lead. Williams dribbles it across the court, passes it over to Ruth, back to Williams, over to Morris, across the court, back to Williams, wide open. Three bounces out. Simmental with the rebound. He's driving down the court, slows his dribble, loses control of it, but picked up by Brennan. Driving in, and a foul on Chaparral. Looked like a push, and that is the fourth foul of the half on Chaparral. Nolan Merrill back into the game. He will inbound it, gets it into Simmental. Bounce pass intended for Merrill, bounces out of bounds. Knocked out by a Chaparral defender. Now Zach Keller will inbound it. Grizzlies. So now Merrill goes into inbound. Gets it into Simmental. Simmental dribbles. Passes up top to Wakowiak. Across the court to Merrill. Brennan. Merrill. Pass tried to go to Keller. It's stolen by Bowley.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and stolen by Brennan. And he lays it in.
That's why he's the leading scorer for the Grizzlies. Made it look way too easily.
And the Grizzlies take back the lead. It is 8-7 with 1:35 in the first quarter. Ruth passes it across to Boley. Speckman has it to Boley.
Oh, get that out of here.
Thomas Wakowiak coming in with another block.
Somebody called the SWAT team because Wakowiak just swatted that out of here.
Chaparral to inbound. Pass goes up to Ruth up top. Across the court to Morris. Morris over to Speckman. Back up top to Morris. Across the court to Williams. Williams dribbles a couple times. Crosses over, trying to drive in. Mid-range jumper, no good. Wakowiak with the rebound. Dribbles, passes it over to Simmental. Simmental takes it to the top, passes it over to Brennan. Over to Keller. And he lays it up, but no good. Fighting for the rebound. And a foul called as Keller was trying to get the rebound away from Joel Speckman. That's going to be the fourth foul of the half for the Grizzlies. 52.7 seconds left in the first quarter here.
Both teams sitting at 4 fouls right now.
Williams gets it across half court, passes it over to Morris. Back to Williams, over to Ruth. Over to Speckman, jump shot, rolls out. Inbounded by Merrill. And a foul called. I believe that one was on Thunder Ridge.
I believe it was. I think that was a push.
As they were trying to get the rebound.
A lot of pushes have been called so far, Vince.
It's been a very physical game. Ruth, and another block, but that one is going to be called for a foul. It's a very physical game so far. A lot of fouls called.
In the Sweet 16, the refs were just letting these kids play, but right now it looks like they're not letting them play as much. They're getting called for more fouls right now.
Yeah, definitely. So 6th foul of the game on Thunder Ridge. Ruth's first free throw is good.
The student section did not distract him there, not one bit.
He had laser focus there. Makes it a tie game, 8-8, 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Ruth takes a couple dribbles. Shot is up, and that one rolls out, but rebounded by Speckman. Ball is bouncing around, and Simmental comes away with it.
30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Simmental taking his time, crossing half court. Gets a screen, dribbles in, loses the dribble, picks it back up.
Oh my
loses
goodness.
it again and gets it again. For 3, no good. Merrill with
good
the rebound.
Way to box him out.
Jump shot from Wakowiak is no good. Rebounded by Williams. He's running down the court, gets it down to Speckman. Lays it up, no good. Ball is bouncing around into the hands of
4 seconds left.
Simmental driving, shot, and it
Got
is good.
it.
He gets the buzzer beater.
Let's go. Sweet shot there by Jason Simmental to score his first points of the quarter. Clutch shot there to take the lead for the Grizzlies right as the first quarter expires. The score is 10-8 as we enter the second quarter. Vince, what did you think of that first 8 minutes?
It was an impressive display of athleticism. I mean, it was a very physical game. 6 fouls on Thunder Ridge, 4 on Chaparral. And, it's low scoring so far. Like we said earlier, each team has 10 points or less after a quarter of play.
Yeah, I think there's also good defense going on, though. We saw Wakowiak win in. He has 2 blocks right now. Just impressive outing so far by him on defense. He's just all over the floor right now, and that's what you love to see. As a coach, Coach Ortiz loves putting Wakowiak in. You see that he's out there flying around, and that's what you want. You love that energy, especially in a playoff game. I think both teams are showing that energy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think that's part of why there's been so many fouls. They're really getting physical and energetic with it. In a big game like this, the nerves are up a little and it just gets more physical.
Oh yeah, they know that a trip to the Final Four is on the line, so both teams are fighting for that spot.
Yeah, they're giving it everything they have here. Chaparral to start with the ball. Luke Williams has it, passes it over to Keegan Ruth, back to Williams up top, dribbles, almost knocked out. Now Ruth has it again, back up top to Williams, back over to Ruth, driving in, up top to Williams, over to Boley, back to Williams.
Good ball movement right now by the Wolverines.
Ruth, Euro step, block.
And
a travel. Turnover, Thunder Ridge gets the ball.
Even if they didn't call that a travel, that was stuffed by Nolan Merrill.
Another block for the Grizzlies. Brennan crosses half court for the Grizzlies, over to Bilello, over to Arnold. Gets a screen from Merrill. He's trying to drive in. And
another travel.
So a turnover here will give Chaparral the ball. Williams takes it across half court, passes it over to Boley, over to Speckman. Bounces it over to Ruth, back up top to Beasley, over to Ruth. Tipped and into the hands of
intercepted.
Wrong sport, Carson. Bilello has it, hands it off to J.J. Williams, over to Arnold, over to Merrill. Merrill Up and no good, but tipped back up by Williams. Also no good. Rebounded by Speckman. Gets it over to Ruth. Ruth hands it over to Beasley. Back to Ruth. Across the court to Bowley. Back to Speckman. Ruth dribbles, stops, passes it. Beasley in the corner. Up top to Williams. Over to Beasley again. Back to Williams.
Looking for the open shot right now. It's just back and forth.
Gets a screen, dribbles in. Dribbles back out, passes it over to Bowley, to Ruth. Down to Beasley. Beasley spinning, gets it over to Ruth for three. Bounces out. And the Grizzlies will let it roll out of bounds. So Thunder Ridge gets the ball here. 6 minutes and 9 seconds left. Thunder Ridge still leading 10-8.
Nice performance there by the Grizzlies on defense. Just back and forth the whole time for the Wolverines. But they're able to get the stop as it goes out of bounds.
Zach Keller comes back into the game for the Grizzlies. Arnold hands it off to Brennan. Back to Arnold. Over to Keller. Up top to Bolello. Bolello driving in. Shot, no good. But
traveling again. There must be some plane tickets on sale, Vince.
There must be. That's the third travel I think we've seen just in this quarter. Williams will cross half court. Over to Speckman, back to Williams, across to Bowley, back to Williams up top. Takes a couple dribbles. Gets it over to Speckman. Down low to Bowley, out to Beasley. Beasley has it in the corner. Over to Williams. Over to Speckman. Speckman dribbles, and a foul called. That one is going to be on Zach Keller of the Grizzlies. 7th foul of the half for the Grizzlies, and that will put Chaparral in the bonus. So
and that's under 3 minutes into the second quarter. That's not what you want to see for the Grizzlies.
Not. That could have a serious outcome on this game. Simmental subs back in for Thunder Ridge as Joel Speckman goes to the free throw line for the Wolverines. He takes a couple dribbles. Up and perfect swish. Unfazed by the attempted distractions by the Grizzly Den. And he will get shot number 2. This one is up and away and also good. It makes it a tie ball game. 10-10 here. 5:26 left in the half. Simmental over to Arnold. Arnold dribbles, hands it off to Brennan. Cross to Bolello. Over to Simmental. Simmental drives, jump stop. And
offensive
another foul.
I think it was an offensive push-off there by Jason Simmental.
And that is going to give Chaparral the ball. Williams gets across half court, trying to call for a screen, passes it over to Connor Heil. Back over to Bowley, over to Beasley, and it is intercepted by Nolan Merrill. Garrett Arnold with the ball.
Wow.
Oh, wide open, Nolan Merrill.
No look pass there by Garrett Arnold.
To a wide open Nolan Merrill down low who lays it in. 12-10 Grizzlies.
You saw that connection there, senior to senior. Made it look effortless.
You can just tell the team chemistry these guys have.
They love playing with style.
Heil has it for the Wolverines, passes it over to Bowley. Bounce pass to Beasley, rolls out of bounds, turnover. Grizzlies with the ball.
Grizzlies have a good opportunity here. They have a chance to extend their lead to a 2-possession game.
With 4:31 left in the first half, Arnold will take it across half court. He's calling for a play. Up top to Bolello, over to Brennan. Bounce pass to Merrill. Over to Simmental in the corner. Bounce back to Merrill. He spins, puts up a shot. No good, but he draws the foul. That one is going to be on Joel Speckman.
Merrill showing off his toughness there. Just backing 2 Wolverines down, forcing the foul.
Now he gets the opportunity to shoot a couple free throws. First shot is up, and that is good. 13-10, Thunder Ridge leads. With 4:10 left in the first half. Merrill takes a couple dribbles. Shot number 2 is up and bounces out into the hands of Braden Boley. Boley will take it across the court, passes it over to Williams. Williams between the legs dribble, has it up top.
He's looking like Kyrie Irving right now with those handles.
Passes it over to Heil. Heil over to number 2, Gavin Martin, who subs in for the Wolverines. Williams over to Ruth, back to Williams, over to Heil, bounce pass to Boley, out to Heil for 3, bounces out. Simmental gets the rebound.
Grizzlies looking to score again. They're up by 3 currently.
Oh, Bolelo spins, laid up, no good. Foul called. So another foul, and that will send Joey Bolelo to the free throw line. 6th foul on Chaparral. That one was on Braden Boley. With a timeout called here.
Wolverines are catching up on fouls now.
Yeah, but with only 3:28 left in the half. We'll see how that's going to impact the end of the half with the bonuses.
It may affect the end of the game, though, if a player gets into foul trouble.
That's true, and they have to sub out more.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen. Both teams looking to limit these fouls, but it looks like the referees right now are calling some smaller fouls, so I think both teams just got to be careful and not play as physical.
Yeah, and I think coming into the second quarter, it has been a little less physical. We haven't seen quite as many fouls as in the first quarter, so I'm guessing that's something that the coaches talked with their teams about, because those fouls really have a real impact on the game. We come out after the timeout.
Below is going to the free throw line to shoot his 2 free throws now.
He's hoping to make it a 2-possession game here before we go to halftime. There's 3:28 left in the first half. Thunderidge currently leading 13-10.
I'd still consider this a low-scoring game, Vince.
Yeah, definitely.
Both teams averaging 59 and 69, so this is a lot shorter than what you'd expect.
First shot is short from Bolelo. Joel Speckman comes back into the game for the Wolverines. Bolelo dribbles. Shot is up, and that one also bounces out and knocked out of bounds by Nolan Merrill. The Grizzlies not able to take advantage of that free throw opportunity. Go back on defense, looking to get a stop here. Williams dribbling, stops, spins, passes it over to Martin. Martin, oh, it's stolen by Wakowiak. Passes it over to Bolelo. Travel called, another one. And this will turn the ball over to the Wolverines. Pass goes into Williams. He crosses half court, has it up top, passes it over. That's Heil. Passes it over to the corner to Martin. Martin dribbling around, gets it back up top to Williams. Over to Heil. Bounce pass to Speckman. Back to Heil for 3. That's a long one. And he makes
got it. Ties up the game at 13. 2:45 left in the first half. That's a big-time shot there by Chaparral.
Definitely big time, tying the game up with just a couple minutes left in the half. Brennan over to Simmental to Bolelo. Shot no good. Tipped up and grabbed by Speckman. He passes it over to Martin. Back up top to Boley. Boley driving in, out to Speckman, and he lays it in.
Great ball movement.
Chaparral takes the lead 15-13. 2:18 left in the first half. Wakowiak back to Simmental. Back up top to Wakowiak. Down to Merrill, over to Simmental in the corner for 3. No good. Rebounded by Gavin Martin. He takes it down the court, passes it to Boley. Boley over to Williams to Speckman.
Oh, get that stuff out of here.
Joey Bolelo with a huge block. Gets it to Merrill and lays it in. So Joey Bolelo with a block and then an assist. And Merrill ties the game 15-15 with 1.5 minutes in the first half. Martin has it. Gets it over to Heil.
Both teams appear to be picking it up a bit right now.
Bounce pass over to Williams. Williams dribbles it, taking his time. Gets it over to Speckman. Across the court to Heil. In the corner to Martin. Pump fake for 3. That one is good.
He did the Carmelo Anthony celebration after he hit that one.
Gives Chaparral an 18-15 lead with 1 minute left in the first half. Bilello to Merrill. Merrill, no good, but he draws the foul. So with 54 seconds left, Chaparral has an 18-15 lead, but Nolan Merrill gets some free throws here. And with that foul, that puts Thunderbridge in the bonus. That was the 7th foul by Chaparral. Merrill's shot is up and good. 16-18 is the score. Zach Keller and J.J. Williams come into the game for the Grizzlies. Merrill takes a couple dribbles. Shot number 2 is up and bounces out. Rebounded by Ruth, who passes it over to Martin. 49 seconds left. Martin dribbles it up to the top. Driving in. Gets past Williams. Reverse. No good. Rebounded by Arnold.
35 seconds left. 2-point lead for the Wolverines. The Grizzlies look like they're going to slow it down a bit here before the end of the first half.
Yeah, they want to take the last shot, possibly tie it up or take the lead before going into halftime. We've got 20 seconds.
This would be a big momentum gain for the Grizzlies if they're able to
Brennan
score here.
To Arnold, to Williams, back to Arnold, back to Williams, to Arnold. Arnold dribbling in, out to Williams for 3. Oh, he nails
he's gotta
it!
make that one, and he does.
And the Grizzlies take the lead. Last second shot by the Wolverines, no good.
Grizzlies take the lead, just as we were hoping they would. That's a big shot there. Grizzlies lead at halftime, 19-18.
A clutch 3-pointer there by J.J. Williams.
Look like they're just playing monkey in the middle there, back and forth. Arnold and Williams back and forth for 15 solid seconds, leading to the assist by Garrett Arnold and the 3-pointer by J.J. Williams, giving the Thunder Ridge Grizzlies the lead.
And that is huge momentum shifter going into halftime. Don't go too far. We'll have the second half of action in this Elite 8 game here in a moment.
Welcome back to the Grizzly Den. Thunder Ridge leads Chaparral 19-18 in this close contested Elite Eight game. Vince, are you looking forward to the second half?
I am. It has been a great game so far. 1 point difference here. Thunder Ridge leads 19-18 after a clutch three-pointer from J.J. Williams at the end of the first half. And I'm excited to see the energy here in this second half of the game because we know it's going to be a high-energy finish.
Both teams have been hustling all over the court. A lot of fouls have been called, but that just shows the hustle both teams are putting out there. You never know when your last game is going to be. Both teams are looking for a spot in the Final Four, so a lot of energy right now.
Definitely.
Not just on the court, but also in the fan section, students and parents.
Here we go.
Garrett Arnold for the Grizzlies. Passes it over to Merrill. Merrill drives in. Great finish by Nolan Merrill. Made it look too easy.
Nolan Merrill, leading scorer so far this game for the Grizzlies. That is his 8th point.
And here comes Williams. Williams with a tough finish himself. Didn't get the foul, but a foul now. Speckman went up for the shot, and that's going to be a foul on Jackson Brennan. That's going to take Joel Speckman to the line now. Down to 3, the Wolverines are trying to make these free throws. As we said earlier, free throws are going to be clutch in this matchup. Speckman swishes the first one.
Speckman now also has 8 points. He's leading the Wolverines in scoring this game.
Speckman's first one off the mark. Rebound goes to Merrill. Pass it over to Simmental. Simmental now passes it over to Arnold. Arnold dribbling, spin move, creates a bit of separation. Down low to Merrill. Merrill, great pass below over to Simmental. Simmental, great drive, puts up the layup. 2 tough finishes for the Grizzlies now as Simmental goes in, gets a great layup. Here comes Williams for the Wolverines.
Great ball movement there by the Grizzlies, able to find the open man and able to get through the tough Wolverine defense.
Boley, good layup for him as well.
Boley's first points of the game.
Here comes Simmental. Simmental running point guard currently. Passes it over to Merrill. Merrill down low to Bolello. Bolello slings it over Brennan. Great cut and great layup. Back and forth layups by both teams. Just great ball movement. Here comes Williams. Williams over to Heil. Heil pump fake. Kicks it over to Speckman. Speckman takes it back over to Heil. Heil slows it down a little bit. Passes it over Boley. Boley drives. Back up to the top of the key to Williams. Williams over to Heil. Heil pump fake. And he's going to travel. After all of that, great ball movement by the Wolverines. They just can't capitalize as Connor Heil turns it over with a travel. Here comes Garrett Arnold. 4-point lead for the Grizzlies. Passes it over. Merrill at the top of the key. Drives, and what a great layup again.
Nolan Merrill with another fantastic layup, getting through the defense and just lays it in.
Giving the Grizzlies the biggest lead of the game with 6. Williams over to Heil. Heil back to Williams. Back to Heil. Heil's going to pump fake. Over to Speckman. Passes it over Beasley. Williams again. Williams passes it over Speckman for 3. No good. Great rebound by Jason Simmental.
Great job by Simmental to hold on to that rebound. Being closely guarded by a Wolverine.
And now he's going to go ahead of 3. Big lead for the Grizzlies. Causes a timeout now. Shap's going to call a timeout, 30-21. Big run there by the Grizzlies, Vince. What do you think of it?
The Grizzlies just came out the second half. They were ready to go. They knew it was a close game, and they just came out firing. Makes it a 30-21 game. I mean, that's just impressive.
This shows why the Grizzlies have the third quarter as their highest scoring quarter throughout the year. Right now, they're just going off.
Yeah, they came out after halftime re-energized, and I mean, they were able to score a bunch of points, and they seem to find the weaknesses in Chaparral's defense as they were just able to find the open man and score points, where in the first half they were having some trouble doing that.
The Grizzlies on an 11-3 run right now. Just under 3 minutes into this third quarter. Here comes Williams for the Wolverines. Williams kicks it over to Ruth. Ruth back to Williams. Crossover move, great drive, and he's going to be fouled. Hard fall there. Norland Merrill helps him up.
Second foul on Thunderidge in the second half.
And that's going to be on the floor, it looks like.
Thomas Wakowiak comes in for the Grizzlies.
Inbounded to Williams. Williams just going to pull up for three. No good. Two Grizzlies fought for it themselves, but it's going to stay with the Grizzlies, luckily, as it was knocked out by the Wolverines.
All these rebounds are being fought for. Both teams jumping, diving, trying to get the ball any way they can.
Rebounding is key, as we've seen in the NBA, Dennis Rodman and other superstars. The Grizzlies trying to show that off right now. Garrett Arnold. Over to Wolkowiak. Back up top to Simmental. Simmental crosses over.
Oh.
Nearly gets a sweet layup. That's going to be knocked out of bounds, but a foul is going to be called.
Well, Merrill will go to the free throw line. This is his third time getting fouled and going to the free throw line.
Merrill 2 for 6 on the day. Makes that one though, gets the bounce. Trying to improve his free throw shooting here today. Ten-point lead for the Grizzlies. Trying to keep pushing on the gas pedal. Merrill perfectly switched the other one. And here comes Williams.
That's the 12th point of the game for Nolan Merrill.
Williams passes it over Boley. Boley back to Williams. Into Morris. Passes it out. Ruth back to Williams. Williams steps back, passes it over. Ruth. Ruth can move over to Speckman. Back to Ruth. Over to Williams. The crowd's getting loud. You can feel it in the Grizzly den. Boley back to Williams. Boley for three. And he's got it. Big three for the Wolverines. The crowd's starting to get into it. Garrett Arnold now. Up by 8 for the Grizzlies. Crossover. Passes it over. Keller. Cuts. No good. It's going to be into Williams. Williams with the layup. He's got it. 32-26 now. 5 straight points for the Wolverines as Garrett Arnold's coming back in. Passes half court.
Wolverines responding here with a little scoring run of their own.
Arnold throws it away. It's going to be stolen by Ruth. Here comes Luke Williams. Tough finish. 7 straight points now for the Wolverines. Timeout called.
And the Wolverines, going down by 10, suddenly turned it on, and now it is 32-28. Grizzlies with a 4-point lead.
Wolverines just down by 11 a minute ago. Now they're only down 4. Great run there, though. That's what you like to see, especially in a playoff game. You never want to give up. Wolverines showing that there. Now the Grizzlies got to put on a run of their own. They still have the lead. Still a 2-possession game, but you don't want to let this big lead slip away more.
Yeah, especially with that last run by the Wolverines. I think it was a smart move by Coach Ortiz to call a timeout, disrupt their momentum, and hopefully give the Grizzlies a chance to readjust here with 3 minutes and a second left in the third quarter.
Grizzlies back on the floor now. 3:01 left in the third quarter.
It will be the Grizzlies' ball.
Arnold coming in now for the Grizzlies. Passes it over Merrill. Over to Okoyak. Throws it a bit too far. Intended for Keller. Now it's going to be Wolverines' ball.
So it looks like referees having a discussion here. I'm not sure what about.
J.J. Williams is going to sub in now for Thomas Okoyak for the Grizzlies.
Williams earlier in the game, going into the half, nailed a clutch three-pointer. And now he's back trying to do some more for the Grizzlies.
Speckman passes it over. Morris. Good pass. Here comes Williams. Williams, jump shot. Can't get it to fall. Zach Keller with the rebound. Passes it over. Garrett Arnold now for the Grizzlies. Arnold setting up the offense. Pass it over. Simmental for three. Same spot he hit earlier. He's got it again.
Ice in his veins.
Ice in his veins indeed, Vince.
Second three-pointer of the third quarter.
Same exact spot as well. Williams now. Williams passes it over. Bowley back to Williams. Over to Morris for three. Short. Rebound tipped back. Luke Williams sets up for three. He's got it.
Williams with his 7th point of the quarter.
He's in takeover mode right now. He doesn't want to go home. Nolan Merrill. Oh my goodness.
What a move by Nolan Merrill.
Speaking of takeover mode, Nolan Merrill having a quarter of his own.
8th point of the quarter for Merrill.
Speckman now passes it over Bowley. Bowley over to Williams. Williams looking for the open man. He's going to take it up to the top of the key. Passes it over. Back over to Williams. Williams to Bowley. Bowley to Williams to Ruth. Ruth for three. Short. Good rebound by Zach Keller.
Keller using his height there to just get up and grab that ball out of the air. Make sure the Grizzlies get possession of it.
Arnold passes it over, rolls out. Nolan Merrill couldn't get the three-pointer to fall.
Just took a bad roll and spun right out of the basket.
It looked like it was going to be in, but it rolled out.
Joey Bolello and Jackson Brennan subbing in for the Grizzlies here.
Here comes Luke Williams. I haven't seen Williams been out of this game. He's been in this whole time.
He seems to be one of the leaders of the Chaparral offense.
Oh! Great dunk there by Speckman. 4-point lead for the Grizzlies now. 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Nolan Merrill. He's going to dribble it. Passes it over. Joey Bolello. Over to J.J. Williams. Back to Merrill. Merrill gets into the paint. Can't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound. And he puts this one up and gets that one to roll. Offensive rebounding is key. 6-point lead. 8 seconds left. Williams passes it over. Morris for three. No good. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Simmental, half-court shot.
Oh my goodness!
It's good!
No way!
Oh, put that on SportsCenter. Put it on SportsCenter.
Oh my goodness!
That's one of the best shots I've ever seen in the Grizzly Den. Jason Simmental from over half court, and it is good.
No way! That is unbelievable.
That didn't even touch the rim. Oh wow!
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness, that is
Jason
so clutch.
Simmental
The Wolverines are stunned, and so am I.
Over half court buzzer beater.
He made it look easy. Wow, I don't even know what to say.
I mean, that was just a last second attempt by Merrill. He just got the rebound and put it up right away.
Tipped it over to Simmental. Simmental just threw that up. Oh my goodness. Wow.
And going into the fourth quarter, that is going to be a big momentum shifter here, giving the Grizzlies a 42-33 lead.
Oh, and it looked like the Wolverines were starting to come back a bit. The Grizzlies looking like they were running out of some energy there, but that shot is just clutch. Oh.
Man, what a third quarter. The Grizzlies jumping out to a big lead, the Wolverines responding, and then the Grizzlies responding to that, and now they have a 9-point lead here, 42-33, heading into the last quarter of this Elite Eight game.
You got to ask yourself, do you think these players practice that shot? Because I know if I were them, I'd just be taking that shot for fun sometimes in practice. Yeah. I have a feeling Jason Simmental has been doing that for fun.
And it paid off here.
It does. Williams passes it over. Morris back to Williams. Speckman back to Williams. Open look, doesn't take it. Now he's going to go for the layup. He's going to be fouled, almost gets the roll, but now he's going to go to the free throw line for 2.
Williams, one of the leaders of the Chaparral offense, starting off the fourth quarter, just driving in.
Does not get the first one to roll.
Just bounced out.
Luke Williams is one of 4 juniors on this team, but he's still been in the game the whole time. That just shows how great of a player he has been for them. Next year when he's a senior, I'm sure he'll be even more of a key role to this Wolverines team.
Definitely. The rest of the Chaparral team is seniors, so no underclassmen on the Chaparral team. Just a lot of experience and maturity for the Wolverines.
All juniors and seniors. And there's a good move there by Simmental. Brennan for 3, no good. Oh my goodness, great rebound by Nolan Merrill.
He just went up and got
all
it.
Of them. Simmental over to Brennan. Ball is wide open in the corner. They're going to give it to him for 3.
Oh, he nails
ice in his veins. Wow. Great shot there by Joey Bolello. 11-point lead now for the Grizzlies. Luke Williams kicks it over. Boley nearly taken away. It's going to be rebounded by me. Rolled right over to us. Every game this happens, Vince.
Yeah, at least once a game.
I'm going off on rebounds right now.
I mean, you lead the broadcasting team in rebounds for sure.
Beasley over to Morris. Passes it over to Williams. Over to Speckman. Speckman, spin move. Pass it over to Morris. Nearly taken away by the Grizzlies. Speckman, great defense by Merrill. And he makes it so that Speckman can't get the shot to fall. Grizzlies ball up 11.
Great rebound there by Joey Bolello.
Arnold kicks it over Simmental. Simmental to Merrill. Merrill sets up, but he's going to drive. And he gets fouled. Going to the free throw line now.
Merrill with his 4th or 5th trip to the free throw line this game. He's already got 16 points. He's looking to add on to that total here.
Swish is the first one. He's improved since the first half on free throw shooting. He's 100% right now in the second half. 33% in the first half. Second one falls as well.
Another
no
perfect
commentator
swish.
jinx there. I was scared there for a second I was going to jinx it.
Luckily you didn't. And we got 2 perfect swishes from Merrill. Makes the score 47-34. Biggest lead of the game for the Grizzlies. 6:24 left in the game.
Boley. There's going to be a foul called, I believe, on the Grizzlies.
5th foul of the second half on the Grizzlies.
J.J. Williams coming in for Jackson Brennan. Luke Williams gets it into Speckman, barely stays in bounds. Good take there, and 1 for Keegan Ruth. Count it. Big shot there. Now it's going to stop the clock and send Ruth to the free throw line to try to get a 3-possession play right there. 3-point play chance.
He's got one shot here. Ruth
is good. 10-point lead now for the Grizzlies. They're going to go with a full court press into Simmental. Over to Merrill. Merrill's just going to get by easily. Breaks the press. Kicks it over. Williams slows it down. Back up top, Simmental. But a timeout's called by Coach Ortiz of the Thunder Ridge Grizzlies. 6:03 left in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies lead 47-37.
Timeout called there by Coach Ortiz. He saw that the Chaparral defense was coming in hot with the full court press, and then, I mean, they were really pressuring the Grizzlies there on offense. He wanted to take some time, try and draw up a play here for the Grizzlies.
It looked like the Grizzlies were about to get out of it, but just to be safe, Coach Ortiz called that timeout.
They definitely get to slow the game down a little bit, make sure the Grizzlies stay in control.
That's right, Vince. Coming out of the timeout now, it's going to be Grizzlies ball as they lead by 10. Grizzlies, some players might be in foul trouble. They have 6 fouls in this half, and I believe they had 8 in the first.
Yep.
Garrett Arnold hands it off to Simmental. Back up top, Merrill, crossover. Oh, wow, Euro step. Oh, right to the hoop. Wasn't even phased at all. Nolan Merrill. Luke Williams.
20th point of the game for Nolan Merrill. He's making a big impact here.
Speckman with a nice jump shot. Crossover move by Simmental. He's trapped. Pass it over Arnold. Great awareness, though. Merrill over to Simmental for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Boley. Boley passes it over. Pump fake by Beasley. Speckman for 3. No good. And that's going to be a foul on the Wolverines.
Yeah, he's trying to tip it back up into the basket as the Grizzlies were trying to rebound it.
Might have been an over the back called. The Grizzlies have done a good job of getting out of the press so far.
And it looks like Chaparral is going to try and run it again. .509 left in the game. Thunder Ridge leads 49-39.
Full court pass. Oh my goodness. He went for the touchdown pass there. Oh, rebounded by J.J. Williams. They got the touchdown there after the full court pass. Put Nolan Merrill on the Broncos. Beasley, pass it over. Williams, passes it over Heil. Heil back to Williams. Williams to Speckman, same jump shot. That one's short. Rebounded by Simmental. 12-point lead, 4:36 left. Throws it down to Joey Bolello. Slowing the offense down. Trying to get out of the trap. And now a timeout's going to have to be called by the Grizzlies. Bolello couldn't find the open man. 4:28 left in the game. 51-39, Thunder Ridge Grizzlies lead. The Grizzlies have made some sweet plays in this quarter.
They definitely have. The full court pass down that ended up with a J.J. Williams layup.
Honestly, Vince, the Grizzlies might just need to start playing full court the whole game. Simmental hit the 3/4 of the court shot, and now the touchdown pass to J.J. Williams. They just got to keep playing like this, I guess.
I guess so.
12-point lead. Both teams looking to go to the Final Four. Likely facing Cherry Creek. Last time we checked, they were up against Eagle Crest, up by 20 points with 5 minutes left. So both teams looking for a trip to the Final Four. That's going to be a tough game, but a good one.
Definitely. And Thunder Ridge in a good position here with just 4:28 left in the game, but Chaparral is not quitting. They have been bringing the energy on defense. I mean, they forced 2 timeout calls for the Grizzlies just because they've been that good on defense, not allowing them to find the open man.
Blow inbounding the ball. Wide open, Garrett Arnold. Good play design there by the Grizzlies. Arnold over to Brennan, back to Simmental, to Arnold, to Bolello. Just passing around the key. Nolan Merrill. Backing down the Wolverines, spin move, and one. Oh my goodness. Move, lays it up and in. Nolan Merrill is dominant.
22 points here in the Elite Eight game for Nolan Merrill.
Sweet 16 game was Jackson Brennan with 29. Right now it's Nolan Merrill with 22. That just shows how many talented players the Grizzlies have. It's not just one. He gets the three-point play there. Nolan Merrill makes the free throw. 15-point lead for the Grizzlies.
And a timeout. Not a timeout, substitution, looks like, for the Wolverines.
Here comes Luke Williams. Layup there by Boley. No good, but there's going to be a foul called. We've just been informed George Washington and Cherry Creek both won. So those are two of the teams currently in the Final Four. These two teams here looking for that third spot. Boley makes the first one.
That is Boley's 6th point of the game. Garrett Arnold back into the game for the Grizzlies.
Arnold may be in to close this one out for the Grizzlies.
Just over 4 minutes left in the game.
Boley's second one is up and in. 13-point lead now for the Grizzlies. Substitutions coming in. Beasley checks into the game for Boley. Arnold into Simmental. Simmental passes back over to Arnold. Arnold overthrows Brennan. It's going to be stolen. And now Williams, just under 4 minutes left. The Wolverines need to get going fast. And that's going to start it there. Williams with a great layup. Jackson Brennan using his speed, able to break the press, get past half court. Over to Merrill. Oh, wow.
Nolan Merrill.
25th point of the game.
I mean, we just keep saying it, but what a great move there by Nolan Merrill.
And now Williams air balls. It's going to be Grizzlies ball. 3:20 left in the game. This has been a great second half performance by the Grizzlies. Arnold into Merrill. Merrill passes it out. Simmental. Back and forth game between them, and now a foul is going to be called on Beasley. 3:02 left. The fans love it right now as the Grizzlies are up 13.
Timeout is called here.
This has been a fun one in the Grizzly Den.
Very high energy like we thought it would be at the beginning of the game. And some impressive performances. Nolan Merrill with 25 points so far.
This will be our last game in the Grizzly Den this year, as the winner of this will take on Cherry Creek in the Final Four at Cherry Creek. So it's exciting right now in the Grizzly Den, knowing it's the final game here in this season. This team has fought all year long, faced some COVID issues, but they're still here in the Elite Eight, fighting for a chance in the Final Four. No matter the circumstances, this year has still been a good one for basketball. And I've been having so much fun watching this team all year long.
I have too. They've really persevered to get where they're at now.
Simmental pump fake, step back, passes it over to Arnold. It's going to be knocked away, but Simmental picks it up, passes it over. Arnold, Merrill, pump fakes, Brennan. They're just dribbling the clock out as you'd like to see it. 2:44 left. Garrett Arnold passes it over. Bolello, great pass and great layup there. 15-point lead again for the Grizzlies. The Wolverines have to make a move fast. Beasley over to Williams.
2:30 left in the game.
Passes it over. Beasley in the corner. Beasley kicks it over to Williams. Williams to Speckman. Speckman kicks it over. Ruth for three, no good. Great rebound, Jackson Brennan. Here comes Justin Simmental and the Grizzlies. Just over 2 minutes left. Narrowed over to Bolello. Simmental over to Merrill. The Grizzlies are starting to feel it.
Oh,
But that's going to be a charge. Great defense there. Beasley set his feet, takes the charge.
Thunder Ridge fans not happy about the call, but Chaparral gets the turnover. That will be the 8th foul on the Grizzlies.
Williams setting up the offense now. Spin move, great drive there.
And one.
And one. That was sweet.
Good move there by Williams.
.58-45 is the score. 1:43 left in the game. Luke Williams trying to get a three-point play. He gets it with a perfect swoosh. Merrill inbounded to Jason Simmental. Simmental pickpocketed, but they're going to call a foul. The Wolverines bench didn't like that one.
Down by 12. Chaparral still running the full court press. They are trying everything they can to get the ball back into their hands.
You really never know what's going to happen in basketball. Arnold trapped in his own corner, kicks it over to Simmental. Looks like they're going to be able to break the press now as Simmental crosses half court. Passes it over, Arnold. Back
Minute
to
30
Simmental.
left.
Simmental over to Arnold, over to Brennan. Brennan spin move to Bolello. Simmental now. They're going to get called for traveling. The refs won't give up on the foul calls either.
No, they're going to want to make sure it's a good, fair game, even with a minute 19 left. You love to see it.
Williams, 1:18 left in the game, down by 12. Williams passes it over, Boley. Boley to Speckman. Speckman over to Heil. Down low, Boley's going to be taken away by Joey Bolello. Full court press in action again. Nolan Merrill passes it down the court. Bolello puts it up and in. The Grizzlies bench wanted a dunk there, but he just put up the layup.
50 seconds left.
He's trapped. They wanted a 3-second call there, but they didn't get it. There it is. There's the 3-second call.
And the turnover will go to Thunder Ridge.
This will about do it here in the Grizzly Den. 39.6 seconds left. Thunder Ridge leads 60-46.
Thomas Wakowiak and Zach Keller sub into the game for the Grizzlies.
Bolello now. Good pass to Simmental, able to stay in bounds. He's trapped, and a push is going to be called on Beasley.
7th foul on Chaparral. That will send Jason Simmental to the free throw line for a 1-for-1 opportunity.
Single bonus now. 14-point lead for the Grizzlies. Simmental, first shot is up and in. He's going to have another one now.
Perfect swish from Simmental.
Simmental having a good game as well here tonight.
It's his 14th point of the game.
Here comes Boley. 32 seconds left. Great pass to Speckman.
Oh,
Get
block.
that out of here. Zach Keller stuffs him. Three-pointer, no good by Ruth. Williams gets the rebound. Passes it over Bowley. Williams. Speckman. Oh, and that's going to be a foul called on Wilkowiak. 17 seconds left. The Grizzlies are 17 seconds away from taking on Cherry Creek in the Final Four. That's going to be a good one. Number 1 versus number 4.
Speckman will get 3 free throws.
Misses the first one. The crowd looks like they got in his head. Speckman's second one.
That one
one's
was
in.
good. Subs coming in for the Grizzlies: Sam Reeder, Rohan Binu, and Mike Karnasovas.
It's good to see some players checking into the game that haven't played. Andrew Crawford checking in as well. That's a freshman. The freshman has gotten to play in a lot of playoff games this year.
Yeah, he got into the Sweet 16 game.
Speckman misses it. Rebounded by Andrew Crawford. The freshman gets the rebound.
10 seconds left.
Crosses half court now. 8 seconds left. 6 seconds left. It's going to be stolen by Heil. Heil for 3 at the no good. He airball. Our Final Four. They turn the shot. 2-40. The final. Second to the And now the Grizzlies move on. Make sure to check out the Grizzlies take on Cherry Creek in the Final Four. Thank you for tuning in this whole year. That's it for TRHS Sports Broadcasting. We can't thank you enough. My name is Carson Shea.
And I'm Vince Byrne.
Thank you for tuning in.